This is the beginning of Mike's first rehearsal.
I remember when I was a child and I saw the advertisements for the first new Transformers toys. The advertisements made the toys look so cool on TV. They seemed so big on the screen. I wanted them so bad. When I finally got the toy, it was nothing like the advertisement. It was small, cheaply made, not very cool at all. I played rough when I was a child, so I broke it within a week. I let the commercial convince me that this toy was something that it was not. We have all been duped by advertising propaganda at some point in our lives. First, I'll explain what propaganda is. Next, I will explain how it is delivered. And finally, I will convey the importance of exercising caution when consuming media. So let's start by understanding exactly what propaganda is. Propaganda is simply information, but it is information that is usually biased or misleading in nature. This information is used to promote or publicize a particular cause or point of view, and usually it's spread through media. According to the Journal of Social Psychology, in an article written by Edgar H. Henderson in 1943 entitled "Toward a Definition of Propaganda," propaganda must be psychological. If we watch television, get on a computer, or even read a newspaper, we're usually exposed to some form of propaganda whether we realize it or not. It attempts to sway our opinions and convince us of its own agenda. So it is important to be aware of its influence on society. Now that we know what propaganda is, let's explore how it is delivered to the masses. According to the Journal of Advertising Research, in an article written in 2014 by Peter Pinta entitled "The Power of Social Television, Can Social Media Build Engagement?" He researched advertising effects in people's homes and said that the result indicated that engaging in social media while viewing television can significantly enhance the indicators of viewing, the neural indicators of viewing engagement in a television program. Propaganda became popular on television and the radio because of its strong media support and financial support from big businesses. It has since been used by large corporations to sell products and used by politicians to promote their campaigns. With the addition of the internet as a media outlet, people now pay even more attention to propaganda than ever before. That is why we need to be aware of its existence in our everyday lives. Now that we know what propaganda is and how it is delivered to so many people, let's understand why it is important to consume media with caution. According to respected professor of psychology Nancy Snow, in her book entitled "Propaganda and American Democracy," written in 2013, there is a new reality we need to acknowledge. Journalists do act as propagandists. What Nancy means by this is the journalists we have come to trust on the news and traditionally credible media outlets may be feeding us propaganda. Another good point is made by Maria Voryan, author of "Enemy Images in War Propaganda," written in 2012. She said, "The inclusion of some into limited membership of the community, for example, national, political, or ethnic groups, necessarily presupposes the exclusion of certain others." What Marja is saying is the propaganda separates the masses, and its agenda caters to an elite group. That is why it's important to consume all media with caution. In conclusion, we've gone over what propaganda is, examined the different forms of media propaganda and how it is delivered, and we have discussed why it is important to consume media with caution. We can now identify propaganda when we see it and not be manipulated by its imposed intentions. When faced with propaganda, remember it is important to think for yourself.